Hey everyone, Swamp Fox here. Alright, I'm a little late to the 10.1 party, but I'm still gonna, post the content for anyone that was willing to watch. Anyway, when you log in, get to do the Land Beneath. 7 chapters. I think 3 have been unlocked at the start of, at the time of this video. Abyssian,
trying times.
The aspects have gathered. Let us not keep them waiting.
We must rise above our own.
There's definitely going to be a cutscene.
We can soar.
Back in the world, as you can see, Rathian and Sibelian are also ready. If the aspects have news of the Incarnate's actions, then the Black Dragonflight is prepared to answer the call. Come, they are eager to speak with us.
Aspects watch over you. Lifebinder, the champion has arrived. Tell us what has happened.
We have received disturbing news. The Incarnates have attacked the Onaran border.
That's it? They just attacked the border?
I will listen.
Though unclear, Iridikron's actions tell us there's a plan in motion.
The battle.
Halt! You trespass in Shakar territory! Explain what you are doing here.
Can we get on with it? You said we'd find it here.
We have. From what I have transcribed, Neltharion had a hidden path to Avarice, just below this ridge.
Sealed beneath earth and water. Undisturbed for thousands of years.
Then, let us open the way.
Rock, you will feast upon the elemental power below. Wake the elders from their slumber and incinerate any who stand in our way.
Exquisite. In his wake, the Drakthir will succumb to the temptation of avarice and unleash the Aspect's darkest nightmares.
Come, we have much to do. Let the children of Neltharion claim their birthright.
Why usher for Rock below instead of going himself?
Indeed.
Iridikron has always had his schemes, but Farak has only sought out power. Whatever they seek will bring suffering to dragons and mortals alike. Abyssian, Sibelian, Rathion, we must call upon you to pursue him with the champion.
It will be done, Lifebinder.
We will ensure Farak's destruction. Whatever it takes.
There is honor.
I have read what I can about the Incarnates. The rock is every ounce as powerful as Iridikron, only lacking the discipline to focus that strength into singular goals. He would be just as happy burning his own followers down as he would our people. This will be a fight that all the Isles Denizen have a stake in.
Be careful.
Where the flames
Do not
fell.
underestimate the Incarnates. Fair skies and strong winds to you all.
The Aspects have requested our help. As protectors of the Isles and Dragonkind, we are more than willing. I must locate Emberthal and ask her to join. I believe I can recruit her to our cause as long as we remain committed to hers against the Sundered Flame in the future. Meet Sibelian and Rathian at the site of the Incarnate's devastation.
The winds guide you. I must recruit Emberthal to our quest. Wait for me at the entrance.
Why? Surely we four are more than enough.
I made a promise to her that we would assist each other in our pursuits.
Then make haste, Abyssian. We cannot let this incarnate slip through our grasp.
I'm guessing the giant hole.
We only want to examine that pile of ash, friend. No harm intended.
Aw. Poor puppy.
Stop wasting time, Rathian. The giant hole bored through bedrock should be our primary concern, while Abyssian forces us to wait.
It seems our fates
Perfect
are
timing. It would
intertwined.
seem efforts to investigate the area are not welcome. Would you mind helping me straighten out this situation?
Until next time.
Scar of Earth and Fire. This centaur practically attacked us upon arrival. He seemed quite protective over this burning pile of ash. I know you have worked alongside the Shakar before. Would you speak to him? I would like to confirm what happened here. There is no chance that this is all a coincidence. If it connects to the Incarnates at all, we must learn all we can.
Never let your guard down.
Welcome. I have a
These two descended
story
upon me without warning while I attended to my fallen comrade. They are with you, then I am willing to lower my guard. There was a great calamity last night. I know not the cause of it, but the earth quaked like we have never felt before. All of us at Timberstep were accounted for, except for a single guard, Arkeel. We sent search parties into the Mirewood, but found no trace of him. Not until this morning when I came to this cliffside. This is all that is left, a pile of ashes. It was the only able to identify him by engraving on his spear. I attempted to move the ashes, but they won't stop burning. I've never seen anything like it before. Our only option is to bury him here at the site of his death. I asked Rosha to aid me in the burial, but there are too many repairs to make in the village. Would you assist? Primalists, many of them. A horde have trampled their way through the canyon below and into the hole in the earth. A look on your face tells me you'll be following their trail. I can only warn you to be wary and be prepared.
I shall join you next time, perhaps.
Wait, if that's his spear, what's that? It's got 2 spears? Shakar's spear that's been thoroughly singed. Its wielder must have dropped it before being fully engulfed in flame. The only identifiable marks in the artisan tier etchings of the centaur language upon the shaft. Pile of ash wafts pungent scents of sulfur and death upon your nostrils. Its flames refuse to subside. The only solace for the poor soul this ash used to be is that the overwhelming ferocity of their attacker ensured a quick death. Yeah, it's a bit screwed up.
You seem
Vissian dawdles while the incarnates breathe destruction on our lands. I tire of waiting for him. The tunnel beneath us was recently bored, so recently, in fact, that I can still feel the heat coming off it from here. There are also impressions of ice and earth on the edge of the cliffside. It is as if the ground itself had been manipulated and turned into pure element. There is no doubt this is the work of the incarnates.
my wits are my own.
You stand before the
Begin to see
black
why Farak was sealed away. Your assistance, as always, has been invaluable.
We can only assume this brutality was the work of Farak. I will leave you to it, my friend. Take what time you need. This tunnel is massive. Was it just for Farak, or did he bring an army with him?
And he seems to be wasting no time now that he is free.
We wait upon Abyssian, then.
Hello!
Rest well, warrior. Shaquille deserved to be seen off properly. I want to dress his burial area and say a few words. I know your time is precious, but would you take the shovel and bury his ashes before I perform the rites?
May your prey fly low and run slow. How is your hunting?
Wish I could compensate you for this act, but I have no diplomatic medals or legendary weapons to bestow. Just know that I could not have shouldered the weight of this day alone. A heart hollowed by loss takes time to fill again. Be well, and thank you.
May your arrow always fly true.
Come now.
The patience of
Speak.
princes. The Centaur's report of the Primal's forces pushing into the underground after Farak changes the situation. Rathi and I believe it would be a tactical mistake to dawdle here any longer, waiting for Abyssian and his protege to arrive. We still wish for you to join us. If you are ready, then the three should proceed together. Stonebreaker.
Mistakes were made.
Every moment we delay works to our foe's advantage.
By the time Abyssian finds his Drakthor friend, the Primalists will have completed their schemes.
see, Rathian? They have been marshalling a defense while we tarried. Rathian.
Did you hear that? A voice.
Rathian, pay attention!
Yes, of course. These primalists do not stand a chance.
There are quite a number of them. Let me know when you are ready to discuss a plan, champion.
Murder them. That's, that's pretty much what we're good at.
You stand before
Rack
the
is our prey.
rightful
These
heir.
peons are just stalling us.
We are not. Keep low. We have not been spotted yet.
I usually prefer the stealthy approach as well, but now is the time to let dragons be dragons. Remind these weaklings who they are dealing with.
Rathian, no! You are just going to
terrify them? Make them reevaluate their life choices? Agreed.
Ha ha! I knew you order-addled fools would come! Remember the name Lorak! I ensure these caverns will be your tomb! You think dragons fall so easily?
Stop! He is baiting us, Rathian!
Oh, that blasted... We have lost the element of surprise. Champion, take on the ground forces, and I will support you from the air. Stop your certainty. Fall in line and listen to my strategy.
Your endless whining about a strategy will not win you the throne.
They seem to be getting along well.
Too far away.
Let us take this lackey out together, champion.
Stay back, old man. Allow me to clear the way for you.
Insufferable.
But didn't need to kill all of them. I like how it hurts them, but not me.
They try to best the black dragon flight with fire? Oh, cute.
Indeed. Their grasp of effective stratagem is only surpassed by yours, Rathian.
braggart off his walking mountain of mud?
This filthy fool seems to be the only one left standing against us. Should we not have some fun? Concerned, but I know you follow. I am a planner. I am prepared. This is the part where you die. Attack the fight, mud minion. Why won't you die? Killing you should have been easy. I didn't plan for this.
I've got muck in my boots. Disgusting.
I must admit, Rathian, you acquitted yourself well in the fight.
Well, thank you, civilian.
And once we have dealt with this flame incarnate, I will be sure to find a place for you among my troops.
Your troops? Sapelian!
I'm sure whatever that is super friendly.
That'll do it. The key is to bonk them in just the right spot with a 10-ton crystal. Oh, my joints will be hurting later tonight. Anywho, you look like you're new around these parts. Welcome, Uplander. I'm Honeypelt.
How does he know what honey is?
You're an Uplander, aren't you? You've gotten yourself into quite the bind. Would you like some help?
Well, this guy seems super nice.
You smell full of adventure.
Niffen. That's what they are? The patience of princes. To say you smell lost is an understatement.
Sniff out, good escape.
Ain't nothing to be afraid of down here. I mean, except the big old deep flares. And the killer snails. And the poisonous spore bats. Maybe the falling rocks too, but those aren't a problem if you can burrow in the dirt. Culling the deep.
Good luck hunting.
Have you seen these deep flares before? Well, of course you have. You were almost eaten by one. They're getting a little too cozy to me and my people's settlement nearby. Need to be dealt with. Inside the cave, outside the cave, they're all over the place. That's why I came here in the first place. Since I can tell we'll be rambling around with each other for a bit, why not give me a hand?
I can't wait to smell.
It was not enough. You're smelling real down and out there, kid. Can't imagine what you've been through to end up here. Well, it don't matter. We Niffen ain't the sort to leave anyone behind. Especially not people who were about to be served up as a deep flayer's snack. This master sniffing snout of mine can smell you didn't come down here to our Zaralek Cavern alone. Let's say we get you out of those crystals and find your friends.
Always be prepared. Don't worry, I've got excellent control of my claws. It's my eyesight that's never been good. There you go, Uplander. What say we go find those friends I smell on you? Well, there is a familiar scent. Shouldn't be a problem. They may be out of sight, but very little escapes this nose.
Well, I can't follow you. Okay, there we go. I'm like, oh, way to... Stolen stash. I feel like I should kill more before I...
Not here. Can you deal with these deep players? I'm gonna stage to slip out where your breath is. Oh no! Your friend was dragged off by a deep flayer. This way. Not here either. Just more deep flayers. Take care of them so they can't bamboozle my sniffer.
Monster Hunter?
Oh, I got it now. Your friend spends a lot of time trying to smell nice, doesn't he?
Oh, one of them does.
Oh, there we go. Smells like scythes of expensive oil. With just a note of flax underneath.
Champion, get me out of these blasted crystals. They're blocking my ability to transform.
I guess that person doing that for me counted. That's kind of dumb. I have to kill the guy, aren't I?
I just expected more after listening to you boast about how you slew N'Zoth single-handedly.
It was a team effort, something you are incapable of understanding.
We are the Black Dragonflight. That means something. Neltharion would never have fallen to such a foe.
Comparing yourself to Daddy Dearest? You have shown your true colors if that is your aspiration.
Father? Wait. Father. Yes. I knew that relic back there looked familiar.
Are you walking away from me? Two can play at that game. If you need me, champion, seek me over there.
Those two remind me of my cousins. They couldn't stand each other either. I'd use them to flush out bone spiders with their bickering.
Bone spiders?
Commander, I could use some assistance. I figure since I saved your sniffer, least you could do is help me with some hunting. Well, aren't you just the most aromatic thing?
You seem like a rough and tumble sort. I like you. I mean, you smell weird to me, but I still like you. Aw. That's what most people say about me.
I can't wait to smell your next adventure.
Did you made friends? Oh, yeah, that's a typo. Did you make friends with any of the flayers? Ha! Just kidding. That was a joke. Please don't try to do that unless you want to become some swooper's tasty snack.
Good luck hunting beasties.
Was not enough. Told you we'd sniff out your companions, though it seems like they're carrying a lot of dirt on their backs. The figurative kind, I mean. Anyway, if you're willing to... What? Hey. Where'd you go?
Hello, Uplander. Well, there is a familiar
Anyway, if
scent.
you're willing to pay back the favor of me rescuing you, I've still got some business here.
Always be prepared.
Niffen
for
and
monsters.
Goliath. I didn't just come all the way out of here to save your sniffers, you know. The deep flayers are vicious and stubborn like obsidian ore. We've tried to lead them from our town by leaving out food and such, but they are all too keen to attack our sparrow caravans. It's the biggin ruling over them that'll be trouble. Want to pay me back? Let's you, me, and your cologne-scented friend hunt it down together. We've got the perfect bait we can use.
I can't wait to smell your next adventure.
We meet again, champion. Speak your mind.
I just need a moment to work through my
Every
thoughts. He's just punching a wall.
I am definitely getting too old to do this solo. Let's take a breath and regroup.
Do you trust?
Okay, Rathian.
You smell full.
Yeesh. Certainly wasn't no lack of fight in that one.
You did a good job with that big fella, Blender. Why don't I show the cologne wearer here how to dress a deep flare?
I'll have you know, I am quite the outdoorsman. I could prepare this fellow with my eyes shut.
Is there something you wish to discuss?
Brother's Keeper. By my scales, I needed that win. That blasted incarnate swatting us like flies did a number on my ego, and I assume Sibelian feels no different. As infuriating as I find his lack of humor, groaning voice, and ugly shoes, I would ask that you check in on him. He is still family after all, and I do not wish him to become dinner to these deep flares. Meet Honeypelt and I outside the dreadful nests when you finish up with Sibelian.
Azeroth faces many threats.
There's a rare over here?
Could smell you a mile away. Buddy system, don't wander off alone.
Well, I can wait 30 seconds.
This certainly looks like one of Father's gadgets. Can I trust you?
I could hear you and Rathian yawping from all the way over here. You have finished with all that. Why not take a look at this?
Very well.
Secrets from our father. Look closely, Helmshammer. You see this odd chunk of metal in the deep flare muck? I have felt my head swimming since we arrived in these caverns. I thought it was just ceaseless prattling of our whelp, Rathian, but this object here may prove otherwise. I will continue my efforts to unlock this relic's secret. Seek out similar pieces in the nearby caves, and a dark theory is emerging, though. We will need more information before I'm willing to confirm it. Get back over here. Single-handedly killed that. Yep.
You've been too long away.
Wait, I thought I accepted that. Yeah, I did.
My rightful place. Wait, champion. Before you go, I feel I must apologize. My temper got the best of me a moment ago. In truth, I reminded myself of my father in that moment. But that is not who I am. Something about this place is causing me to lose focus and become distracted. That is how Farok was able to defeat us so easily. I will not let that happen again. Rathian, as brash a fool as he is, did not deserve my ire. Neither did you. Please forgive my reaction and let us continue as companions.
Dead Sundered Flame Scout, judging by the slimy residue, they were no doubt surprised by a family of aggressive Zaralek snails while investigating the nearby relic. Other scouts may have been luckier than this one. Must inform our Black Dragon companions that Sarkareth is likely underground too. Even worse, he may know the secret of these relics. Sundered Flame lies dead.
I can't let the experiment loose of the I broke my promise to
Okay. Yep, makes sense. Relic has clearly been mauled by deep flares. You take what parts of it still seem undamaged. Prod, but the relic seems inactive. You eventually reveal a small slot. Within a slot is a series of buttons, each with a unique symbol.
And you are?
Secrets from our father. A dead scout for the Sundered Flame near one of the relics? That is no coincidence. Bissian told us that they were pursuing clues left by father. I must admit that this relic and the ones you described finding look quite familiar to me. Familiar and familial. It stirs my inside.
I am the future of the Black. Perfect. Thank you, champion. These spare parts are just what I need. And a hidden slot with buttons, you say? Here it is. The faded symbols on the buttons. They are draconic. Oh. What is this now?
My ambitions were far greater than my capacity to control what I had created. Oh, Aberrus, my beloved laboratory. I must leave you to the dust and ruin of these caverns. May my kin never find what I have attempted here.
What is Aberys? What horrors have you unleashed upon us this time?
Probably something bad.
Tell me of
Father,
Azeroth.
is there no end to your senseless schemes? Your very presence? Even now I can feel you cackling at me from beyond the grave. The earth gives way.
We are not bound by the shadows of our past.
It would seem there is truly no end to Father's secrets. I must have time to think on this. Meet me in Loamm, where Honeypelt hails from. She offered us respite there while you were still in the cave. I would only ask that you check in on Rathian. He may be ceaselessly buzzing pest, yes, but these recent events force me to admit I care for his well-being too. There are only so many black dragons left. We must look out for each other.
I will claim. Take care. I will wait for you along the path to this Honeypelt's home.
Aw, he loves him.
Father, what have you done down here?
Well, aren't you just the most aromatic thing? Good luck hunting
The earth gives way.
beasties.
Is that depressing lump of mood Sibelian all right? What? I care enough to at least ask about him.
Learn from the past. Look to the future.
Hello, Uplander.
Smells like Loamm. I smelled you weren't a bad sort from the start. A little sweaty, but not a bad sort. Consider this your personal invitation to Loamm, home of the Niffen. Let's all meet just outside the entrance. That way I can give you and your pals the proper sniffin' welcome.
Always be prepared for monsters. We'll be eating good tonight. Young man, would you help an elder carry this ton of meat to her wagon just outside the nests?
It would be my pleasure. Are these deep flayers what your people normally eat?
Oh no, the opposite usually. But someone needs to go and fight the horrors that prey on the people of my town.
Well, what do they normally eat? I feel like he could carry a lot more in dragon form. Oh, there's a chest or something. Oh god. There it is. Sorry if I just made anyone sick right there. They have the same fish down here? I find that hard to believe. Metamorphic?
Well, there is a
You ready for the
familiar
greatest
scent.
city under the sunny ground? We're ready to enter
I
Loamm.
can't wait to smell your neck. Looks like the Uplanders you were waiting for have already settled in with us. Told you the Niffen were hospitable.
Oh, it makes sense that the Drogbar would be down here. I love that hat. Let me know if you need anything. I'm Elder Honeypet's #1, after all. Not even making it up either. She told me I was.
One day, I'll be hunting monsters too.
Accompanied by a disoriented beetle. Smells like Loamm. Welcome to Loamm, Uplander. Our shining smell of a city. Orontia is the name. I'm the High Redulus around here. Orontia? Which is just a fancy way of saying I'm the leader. It also means I'll be protecting my people from all the trouble that's broken on through from above. But you know what? We've got time for all that later. Abyssian and Emberthal have already filled me in, so why not take a second to rest up on a soft patch of dirt?
Don't put your nose where it don't belong.
Orientation Loamm Niffen. I'm impressed Elder Honeypelt speaks highly of you, and that's rare. Your friends Abyssian and Emberthal admittedly made similar impressions with us after we caught their scent. They told me of your hunt for the fiery monster that invaded Zaralek from the uplands. A worthy reason to become allies, but we'll need a bit more time to discuss it. Why not take a short break to meet with my people? Trade, leisure, travel, there's no shortage of ways to spend your time here in Loamm. Okay. Tougher down under. Quite a few uplanders have arrived since the cavern was split clean open. A friendly winged one by the name of Veskarn had been particularly helpful to us. She made the guards' armor tougher and the monster hunter's weapons stronger. She's going to be plenty valuable if you plan on taking down more giant beasties here in Zaralek. Veskarn.
Hello, Uplander.
Welcome to the City of Smells. Ain't it incredible, Uplander? Now for the back-breaking labor. We've got to deliver the deep flare meat to all my customers and collect their pay. I'd carry it all myself, but I'm just a poor old frail gorgeous woman in need now, aren't I? Honeypelt gives you an expertly practiced wink. Why don't you handle it for me? Bryn Sauce will do the heavy lifting while you take a little tour of the place. Put your best smell forward. We're all a friendly sort.
Good luck, hunting.
I don't know, with how often they're saying that they're friendly, it makes me question how friendly.
Whoa, you smell of it. Whoa, you smell completely different to anything I've ever smelled. Even Elder Honeypelt doesn't come back with scents this unexpected. Anyway, I'll be your guide in Loamm. Let me show you why Elder Honeypelt chose me as her monster hunter apprentice.
Okay.
Come see what I've dug up today.
The hell was that?
Are you friend? Huh?
Sorry, Coach. My hands are full, but Helmshammer should be up for it. What do we say when we lose? Only way to heal an injury is to get a worse one. Wait, what? That makes 0 sense.
See anything that tickles your fancy? Or your nose?
New Niffen No Sniffin' Tonic is guaranteed to block out all of the sounds of other people's noises for a week. Useful and safe for everyone who doesn't want to hear Niffen or anyone sniffing. That's
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Patient Potter.
Well, hello there, traveler. Oh! Didn't see you there, buddy.
Deal's so sweet you can smell him a mile away. Come back, okay?
Barter extraordinaire. Get rich quick. I like your hat.
I'll have more dug up for you later.
Get rich quick.
Okay.
Uplander, I have a question for you. Do you want to wear an expensive hat like mine? Own the best snails in town? Enjoy the good life? If the answer is yes, you're ready to make more wealth than you've ever dreamed of, Ponzo style. Together, we can both be rich. Of course, I'm already rich, but you can be too. Just take these items I have here and show them around town. I'll cut you in for a share of the profits for every order you get. Sure, buddy. Head Swallow Minder?
See anything that tickles your fancy or your nose? Well, hello there, traveler.
Oh, they like me. I worked for Ponzo once. He promised to sell me his nice hat, but the price was too high and he paid me pebbles for work. Could I interest you in ordering a pair of Ponzo's creams?
I hate to see you go now.
Riders of Azeroth. Are any of you vendors that I can buy stuff off of? Doesn't look it.
Lost your way? Let your nose guide you.
Oh man. Yeah, I gotta go get the...
The kith welcomes you. Bye now.
Some goblin just sold them. Coveted bauble exchange.
We've got it.
Oh, look at the weird snail. Oh, I like you. That looks weird. I want the
Feels so sweet you can smell him a mile away.
unearthed fragrant coin.
I'll have more done up for you later.
Do they normally eat crystals? And it's sloppy handwriting that makes almost impossible to read. Congratulations, Loamm Visitor. You found a ticket to the best competition in Zaralek Caverns, the Glimmerog Games. You'll find the games in the south of Zaralek Cavern. Just look for a bunch of happy Drogbar. Don't miss our fun activities like the rest of the page is illegible except for the name Brog. Okay.
Hey there! Come closer so I can get a whiff of you.
Hey there. Oh, come closer so I can get a whiff of you. Let your nose guide you.
Slugs can grow wings when they're maws.
The This means tidings bless you.
Ah, Beetlejuice.
Oh, hate to see you go.
I enjoy their ability to not talk well. Runaway snail.
Oh, ha, didn't see you there, buddy. Smelling your reactions to everything in Loamm made me appreciate the familiar in a whole new way. Way to go, Uplander. Be smelling ya.
A worry stone does keep the worries away. Let's see if we can, you know.
Well, hello there, traveler. Don't put your nose where it don't belong.
Where's the last person? Right next to him?
It means tidings bless you, friend.
Come see what I've dug up today.
Let's see, he's right here, right?
You want it? You bet we've got it.
You did great. I even have a bonus for you. Now you can buy more things from me and sell as much as you want. Every sale you make makes us both richer. Oh, grot.
Come back, okay?
A barter brick.
Come see what I've dug up today.
Battered dig map. Thimberbleg. Boulder hauler reins. All right, so I'm gonna have to grind those out. That's gonna be great. Nice hole. I enjoy it.
Oh, lost your way?
Hey, howdy. The dirt around these parts hasn't been so disturbed since our great mothers burrowed up to find Loamm oh so long ago. I won't lie, we'd sure like to get to know you better. All this calamity can't be handled unless we work together, am I right? Loam bartering.
Be smelling ya. The kid welcomes you. Keep your
I was gonna say, I'm sure I don't have many options.
What brings you here?
Lightstones are a marvel. There is so much to discover in this underground cavern. We are within the literal foundation of the Isle themselves. What can I do for you? Oh, I didn't know you could exchange them.
Find strength.
Got quite the gear on you. Shall we see what we can do to make of it?
Fair skies and strong winds.
Lightstones. You caught my eye from the moment you stepped foot in Loamm, champion. Look at all that sparkling gear, and I can sense you want more. You may have stumbled across Flightstones already. My friend Kazolth and I know how to harness the power of Flightstones to upgrade gear. We have shared the knowledge with our network of upgrade specialists. Any of them will be able to tell you exactly what you need. Kazolth can show you now, provided you have enough Flightstones.
It is a world of
Definitely do. Anything I can upgrade that I'm wearing? Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that, aren't I? Maybe the pants.
May
I
you
don't think I have
find
enough.
what you seek.
There it is. Thank God they had that search option.
This world is vast and wondrous. Farewell.
We are united in purpose. Until next time.
Shadowflame Crests.
May we all find
Now that you've gotten a taste of the power, the real fun begins. Flight stones alone will only get you so far. We have also discovered 4 different tiers of Shadowflame Crests, which are required to empower ever more powerful gear. 15 fragments can be combined to make a complete crest of its tier. Like flight stones, fragments can be found across the Dragon Isles. The more dangerous the activity, the more powerful the fragments. And if you need fragments, visit Spinsoa outside. He can sell some.
It is a world of wonders.
That sounds handy.
Oh, come see what I dug up today. Oh, I'll have more dug up for you later. You got a nose for a good deal.
Deal so sweet you can smell them a mile away. Oh, thanks so much.
Oh, I definitely don't have any unearthed coins.
So many possibilities.
Perfection. Upgrade specialists will always identify if crests are needed for your upgrade. Speaking of power, please take this trinket. I was told to distribute them to Loamm newcomers as a welcome gift. You can utilize the trinket in our next lesson. Oh God. It's actually not a bad trinket if you can upgrade it enough.
Fair skies and strong winds.
Catching up with friends. Now that you've learned the fundamentals, you may have an easier time upgrading lower level gear. You can use the Friendship Sensor Trinket as an example. If you've acquired more powerful trinkets in the past, it will cost us less resources to upgrade this trinket. You'll notice that fewer flight stones will do the job. No crests required. Go ahead, try upgrading the trinket or a lower level piece of equipment that you have, and if you need another trinket, Innkeeper Floressa sells them.
Farewell.
See anything that tickles your fancy? Or your nose?
How fare you?
Do that one, I suppose. $3.98. Boom. All the way.
Stay vigilant.
Be bold. Be true.
With this knowledge, I bless you to go forth and achieve the power you've always imagined. If you ever need a refresher, speak with me.
In unity, find strength.
All right. I'm worried I'm going to need that trinket again, aren't I? Oh, there we go. I didn't even see them. They're so tiny.
What do you have to report? Stay true.
I have been expecting you.
We must rise above our own conflict before we can soar.
I am the future of the Black Dragonflight.
Lady Redolence.
Oh,
I'm Effie.
Tidings bless you, friend.
Welcome to the City of Smells. Not too shabby, kid. Maybe there's room for you on our monster hunting roster yet. Just kidding, another joke. There is no roster. Just combat-hungry suckers who got rocks rolling around in their gut like I do. You'll get there one day. Keep trying. I've taken down gods. I don't hate that shield. Normally the shields are like, well, pretty crappy. Orientation Loamm Niffen. Zaralek Cavern will not see the end of these new enemies anytime soon. So let us continue getting to know each other with open arms and open snouts. Consider this your official invitation to stay with us here in Loamm, the greatest city of smells.
I hate to see you go now. Don't put your nose where it don't belong. Oh, lost your way.
600 feet under. That was just a taste of the Niffen lifestyle. There's still far more to Loamm and even more to the Zaralek Cavern. Continue exploring while you pursue the fiery monster and let its scents continue to amaze you. For now, Abyssian asks that I send you his way. Seems like your companions are planning what next to do.
Buddy system, don't wander off alone.
Abyssian waves at me. Aw, I'll wave back.
It's good to see you. I am glad you are here. Be careful. The Niffen saw an eruption of fire in the cavern you came from. Was that Farak?
He defeated us, as if we were nothing.
He is surprisingly stealthy. I am sure we can devise an effective strategy, if we are not distracted by...
the Whispers.
Yes, they distracted us at key moments. They are quieter when I use my visage. Also, I have discovered some recording artifice of my father's. He talked of a laboratory called Aberys. A sundered flame partisan was killed by one of them.
Neltharion. That must be why Sarkareth is here.
I will go and search for this Aberys, quietly and alone.
Stay hidden, Rathian. Queen Arondia has spoken of a nearby temple. Could it be connected to Aberys?
I would ask Elder Honeypelt to guide you. She is quite capable.
Indeed. She saved Sibelian from the Deep Players. You should have heard his cries.
I was able to rescue myself without any assistance whatsoever. Unlike...
It is foolish sparring with that whelp.
Yet you
There
continue.
is honor in service. Aspects
Though I
watch
still
over
wish you had waited for Emberthal and myself to arrive, I do not believe the outcome would have been any different. This incarnate is more powerful than we anticipated. There's much to consider. What do you mean more like, it's a primal.
The winds guide you.
Breaking ground.
We must rise above our own conflict before we can soar.